Speaking of the Wizards, so I'm doing Wizards Hang Time tonight at 6. You can check it out on NBC Sports Washington. Them losing once again to a sub-500 team, which they did on Wednesday to Utah. They're now 11-11 for a team that had great expectations, a game away from making the Eastern Conference Finals a year ago. And based on their success late in the season last year, they got the 49 wins, pretty good in the playoffs. People, they were just going to take off. That they actually got a little national shine today. Stephen A. Smith went off on the Wizards.
Oh, he did. He cried.
And when he goes off. Here's Stephen A. Smith on First Take.
Yep.
The damn Washington Wizards. I'm calling you out. I'm so sick of these people. You know, oh, what the hell are you doing losing to the Utah Jazz without Rudy Gobert? Do you know what the Washington Wizards record is against sub-500 teams? They're 11-10. Do you know why they have the record that they have against sub-500 teams? Because you play up to your competition, you play down to your competition. Right. You know what that means, Max? You think you have arrived. What the hell has the Washington Wizards done? I was hoping they would do something this year. Y'all right now are looking like straight garbage. Bradley Beal, what the hell was that play last night? Bradley Beal clutch stats. 2.8 points, 29th in the league, Max, 30.2% shooting, 21.1% from three-point range. He's a shooter. Him and John Wall are big time. Y'all ain't playing like it when it counts.
This isn't good for your health. You can't get this.
Man, he got fired up.
God, he's so uber annoying.
Jakes doesn't even get that fired up, and he loves him. He's the biggest fan I know.
I wish I cared that much.
Yeah, right. So the clutch stats category, he's averaging, what is that, down one possession.
I think it's like within 5 in the last
minute or
3
something.
or 4 minutes, whatever it is.
Probably not fair to grade him by his points there, but maybe by shooting percentages. That would be
21%.
Look, if you just looked at this season, and a lot of it is because John wasn't there for part of the games, but he's had several failures at the end of games.
But everything he said was factual.
I agree. I think we've been in this business too long. Because when I do that show, we move over to a conference room, and we sit down and watch the game, and there's like 7 or 8 people in there.
And they're all worked
Donaldson,
up.
Tony Master. Well, some people are joking and joning and things like that. There are some people that get fired. I don't want to call them out specifically, but because it's a rotating cast, too. But some people get fired up. It's in the first quarter, and it's 10-8, and they make a turnover. Like, oh, are you kidding me?
But they're not going to lose to the Magic. I mean, the Magic might be the worst team in the NBA. I mean, you could argue Hawks or Kings, but
I mean, the Magic are 12-30.
They are 5. They are 5-18.
They probably won't lose tonight. I will pick the Wizards tonight.
If they lose, they've heard all this stuff.
However, they've lost to Phoenix. They've lost to Dallas. They've lost to the
bad
Hawks.
teams.
Did they lose the Hawks?
Yeah.
And they've lost to the worst teams.
They've lost to Brooklyn twice.
Right. Brooklyn's tomorrow.
I know.
If I
so
was
they got back-to-back and sub-500.
If I was Scotty Brooks, I would be running that audio in the locker room when they get into the arena
incessantly.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, Scott, before the last game, there was reporting that Scott Brooks or somebody on his staff put up tape on their lockers to remind them that they'd lost by 47 to Utah, trying to motivate them. But I'm telling you, now I don't know how guys are supposed to arrive at an arena. Because one of the topics that we did on Wizards Hang Time, and I refuted it. My answer was, no, it's not a game, but they were trying to make, is this a game? They're playing Utah. I'm like, it's Utah.
Yeah,
it's a Wednesday night. It's the middle of the season.
That's clearly how John and Brad felt.
It's not a revenge game. But you see the guys coming in, and they're styling and profiling. They don't look
it's just
like
another night to them.
It's totally another night.
Well,
they don't look like they're geared
It's just
up.
1 of 82.
Well, I'll tell you what. You should want to win in front of your home fans, especially against a bad team. That's just so embarrassing.
You think they're supposed to have added walk into the arena?
I said, listening, I said, I don't know how they're supposed to arrive. But
yeah,
it just doesn't surprise me when they're not all fired up for a revenge game against Utah.
Yeah,
it's just the NBA.
Wednesday night. Friday night at home. Dougie Fresh, Cool Mo D, and the rest of them playing, I think they're going to step up.
If they lose tonight, I would bench.
Half those guys don't even know who Cool Mo D is.
Okay, it's fine.
That is true.
If they lose to the Orlando Magic, if I was Scotty Brooks, I would bench the entire starting 5 for the Brooklyn game.
Yeah. Can you real quick? I know it's not in the dumb thing. Can you find? Do you know what time it is?
And then also find this, because Jason always talks about awful current rap.
Yeah.
And I'm flipping the stations around, and I heard
it's Cool Mo D.
a song which may be popular right now. It had to have been the worst song I've heard. It's called Ice Tray. Look, find that.
It's a current one you heard?
Current one.
And then find me
Heard
earplugs
on one of the hip-hop stations.
immediately.
You're gonna
really
be
have to put them
baffled.
in the system.
Okay,
Fine
put
for
it in the
next
system.
segment.
Wink, wink. Okay, just play.
Jason.
Do you
Ice
know what time it is?
Tray.
When you hear the song Ice Tray, you're going to be amazed.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
I think one of the artists was Quavos.
Quavos.
Yeah, I mean, you're
Okay.
Seriously though.
My
the
kid's
wrong
going to
train.
see Fetty Wap tomorrow.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? That uploaded so quick.
Do you know what time it is? Girlies are partying, touching my body.
This is 1985, maybe?
See, this is what I'll say when people join on current rap, and now the song that I heard, Ice Tray, was awful in my opinion, but this is cheesy. It's not like sophisticated rap either.
I would.
This is early hip hop.
It's
This
a
is
little
the
Dr.
This is the,
Seuss-like.
this is the evolution of hip hop.